The global financial system is like a giant engine, constantly humming and churning, powering the world economy. But like any complex machine, it needs regular tune-ups and upgrades to run smoothly. Right now, we're in the middle of a major overhaul. Three key changes are reshaping the financial landscape: Basel III, ISO 2022, and the transition from Libor to Sofr. These changes might sound technical and boring, but trust me, they're a big deal. They're all about making the financial system safer, more transparent, and more efficient. Think of it like this: Basel III is like reinforcing the foundations of a building. ISO 2022 is like installing a universal language translator, and the Libor-Sofr shift is like upgrading to a more accurate GPS system. These changes are already impacting banks, businesses, and investors worldwide. Understanding what they are and how they work is crucial for anyone who wants to navigate the financial world of tomorrow. So buckle up, because we're about to dive into the fascinating world of financial regulations and market infrastructure. Remember the 2008 financial crisis? Yeah, nobody wants a repeat of that. That's where Basel III comes in. It's like a global rulebook for banks, designed to prevent another meltdown. Basel III is a set of international regulatory reforms developed by the Basel Committee on Banking Supervision. Its main goal? To strengthen the regulation, supervision, and risk management of banks worldwide. Think of it as building a stronger, more resilient financial fortress. The framework focuses on three key areas, also known as the three pillars of Basel III: capital adequacy, liquidity standards, and leverage constraints. Capital adequacy ensures that banks have enough cushion, capital, to absorb potential losses. Liquidity standards make sure they have enough cash on hand to meet their short-term obligations, and leverage constraints limit how much banks can borrow, preventing them from taking on excessive risk. Imagine a bank as a house. Capital is like the foundation. The stronger it is, the more stable the house. Liquidity is like having enough cash to pay your bills on time, and leverage is like taking out a mortgage. Too much of it can make you vulnerable. Imagine trying to have a conversation with someone who speaks a completely different language. It would be pretty difficult, right? Well, that's kind of how the financial world has operated for years, with different systems speaking different financial languages. But that's all about to change with ISO 2022. ISO 2022 is like a universal translator for the financial system. It's a new global standard for electronic data interchange in financial services, designed to create a common language for financial messages. Think of it as the Esperanto of finance. This new standard brings several benefits. First, it enhances interoperability, meaning different financial institutions can communicate with each other more easily and efficiently. Second, it improves compliance by providing a standardized format for reporting and data exchange. Third, it paves the way for innovation by creating a more streamlined and automated financial ecosystem. Imagine a world where you can send money to anyone, anywhere in the world, with just a few clicks, regardless of what bank you use. That's the promise of ISO 2022. Section 4. The rise of Sofr, saying goodbye to Libor. For decades, Libor, the London interbank offered rate, has been the benchmark interest rate for trillions of dollars in financial contracts worldwide. But Libor has a dirty little secret. It's based on estimates, not actual transactions, making it susceptible to manipulation. Remember those scandals a few years back? Yeah, not good. Enter Sofr, the secured overnight financing rate, the new kid on the block and Libor's heir apparent. Sofr is based on actual overnight treasury repurchase agreement transactions, making it a more accurate and reliable benchmark. The transition from Libor to Sofr is like switching from an old, unreliable compass to a state-of-the-art GPS system. It's a complex process with far-reaching implications, impacting everything from mortgages and student loans to complex derivatives contracts. The shift to Sofr is not without its challenges. Legal and contractual issues need to be addressed to ensure a smooth transition, but in the long run, Sofr promises a more robust and trustworthy financial system. Section 5. The interplay, how these changes work together. Basel III, ISO 20022, and the Libor-Sofr transition may seem like separate initiatives, but they are deeply interconnected like gears in a complex machine. Basel III's focus on risk management and transparency is further enhanced by ISO 20022's standardized data exchange. The new messaging standard allows regulators to monitor banks' risk exposures more effectively and ensure compliance with Basel III requirements. Similarly, the transition to SOFR supports Basel III's goal of a more robust financial system. SOFR's accuracy and transparency contribute to a more stable and reliable interest rate benchmark, reducing systemic risk in the financial markets. Section 6. Navigating the shifting sands. Challenges and opportunities. These transformative changes in the financial landscape present both challenges and opportunities. Banks and financial institutions face the daunting task of adapting to new regulations, upgrading their systems, and managing the transition to a new interest rate benchmark. This requires significant investment, operational adjustments, and a deep understanding of the evolving regulatory landscape. However, these changes also create opportunities for innovation and growth. The adoption of ISO 20022 paves the way for new financial technologies and services, such as faster payments, improved data analytics, and enhanced risk management tools. The transition to Sofr opens doors for new investment strategies and financial products based on a more robust and transparent benchmark. Section 7. The future of finance, embracing transparency and resilience. The financial world is undergoing a profound transformation, driven by the need for greater transparency, stability, and resilience. Basel III, ISO 20022, and the Libor Sofr transition are not merely technical adjustments. They represent a fundamental shift towards a more robust and trustworthy financial system. As these changes continue to unfold, it is crucial for individuals, businesses, and policymakers to stay informed and adapt to the evolving landscape. Understanding the implications of these transformations will be essential for making informed financial decisions and navigating the complexities of the global economy. The future of finance depends on embracing these changes and harnessing their potential to create a more stable, efficient, and inclusive financial system for all.